The following is a live presentation of Retro Sports Network, home of the champions of the past, present, and or future. Okay, so I hit the start button a few seconds early, so sue me. Hi there, my name is Ron Juckett. Welcome to the program for this 24th day of May, 2022. We start the second half of our 1985 replay from Fenway Park in Boston, as we have a matchup between the two second-place teams in the American League. The California Angels at 46 and 41, the Boston Red Sox at 51 and 36. Can the Angels get past the Royals? Well, they took them down in the last weekend of the season. In real life, there's no reason why they can't do it again. It's a good, solid ball club, an older ball club. 86, we think that they have a better chance, but 85, yeah, sure they could. The Red Sox at 51 and 36, they don't have Roger Clemens anymore for the year. They will go with Bruce Hurst today on a beautiful night in Boston. So Oil Can Boyd is their ace, and they'll go as far as he takes them. They are not very far behind the Toronto Blue Jays, but it's a 5-team race in the American League East. You can add the Tigers, the defending world champions, the Yankees, who would have a tremendous real season, and the surprising Baltimore Orioles, all in the mix. So today it's the Angels and the Red Sox. Tomorrow it is the Dodgers and the Cardinals. And then Thursday at noon live on Twitch is going to be Kansas City and somebody, I think. Anyway, so we coming out of the All-Star break. Everyone plays a 4-game series. It's Thursday, July 18th, 1985. Next. And just like Stacy's mom, who's always got it going on, Major League Replay 85 is brought to you by DigitalAndIce.com, the best darn podcast on the web for your sports simulation and replay needs. Find us today on Spotify, Spreaker, iTunes, or wherever else fine podcasts are listed. So it is the Angels and the Red Sox on a 76-degree night here in the city of Boston. Winds out to right field at 3. Big Dave, how are you? Nice to have you along. Bruce Hurst gets the call today for Boston. Hurst is just 27 years old. He is the 1985 winner of the Al Red Sox fan lookalike contest. He has won his last 3 decisions. He is 7-5 with an earned run average of 444. My lucky number, 444. Coming off a full 5 days rest from the All-Star break, he beat Seattle on July 13th, going 5 1/3 innings, 121 pitches, 9 hits, 4 runs all earned, a homer. He walked 1 and struck out 5. He has not. Oh, he did face the Angels on April 30th and took a no decision. Overall, how you doing, Steeler fan? 103 1/3 innings for Bruce, 106 hits, 51 runs all earned, 11 homers. He's walked 35 and struck out 89. He's 27 years old and really the first lefty in a long time to pitch well at Fenway Park. Good morning, Mr. Howard. How are you? Your Dodgers are on tomorrow. Hurst is a fastball pitcher at 92 and is the ever dangerous flyball pitcher at Fenway Park. So here's how the Angels will line up. Juan Beniquez is in center field. He'll lead off. Rod Carew, how do you do? At first will bat second. Brian Downing in left will go third. Brown cleans up in right. Doug DeCinces at third will bat fifth. Bobby Grich at second goes sixth. Reggie Jackson, the DH today, he'll bat seventh. He and Carew are the only 2 lefties against Hurst. Dick Schofield at short bats eighth, and Bob Boone will bat ninth. Kirk McCaskill, the pride of UVM, will throw about 120 pitches. Jim Rice, by the way, as we set the defense for Boston, a 5 and a 4 in left. Steve Lyons, a 4 and a 3 in center. And Dwight Evans, a 7 and a 9 in right. Wade Boggs, a 5 at third. Glenn Hoffman, a 5 at short. Marty Barrett, a 6 at second. Bill Buckner, proud all-star that he was, a 5 at first. Rich Gedman behind the plate, a 7 and a 7, and Hurst is a 6 on the mound with a .935 fielding percentage. All right, we should give you 3 games a week between now and the week before the 4th of July, as the 4th of July is the wife's birthday week. So limited on there. So hopefully we'll get you through till September and Labor Day before we take another vacation. Benitez at 269, 7 homers, and 27 RBI. And the second half of 1985 starts with a ground ball to Hoffman. Glenn across the way, 1 out. Eventually, I forgot this is the ballpark with a really slow animation. Brings up Rod Carew. Rodney Klein at 281, no homers, 6 doubles, and 13 RBI. Hurst deals. Carew hits a fly ball to right. Evans comes in and makes the catch, 2 out. Brings up Downing. Bryan at 271, 12 homers, and 45 RBI. Hurst's pitch. Wall 4, and Downing reaches on the walk. So a 3-0 fastball taken low. And that brings up Mike Brown, who doesn't even get a picture. How about that? Mike, since coming over to the Angels at 248, no homers and 5 RBI. Pitch from Hurst. Downing stays put. That goes into left center. Lyons moves over to make the catch, and that will retire the side. California leaves a runner on. No runs, no hits, no errors. Half an inning in the books, no score. So it'll be Kirk McCaskill, who played college hockey here at the University of Vermont, just up the road. And also played some baseball. 3-4 on the year with a 4.56 ERA. This is his 3rd start against the Red Sox. The Red Sox love him. They keep inviting him over for dinner, and he keeps declining. 11 innings pitched, 21 hits, 11 runs all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 6. So he's 0-1 against the Fenway faithful with a 9 ERA. His last start came against the Blue Jays 6 days ago, so last Friday, in a 6-5 loss. His last win came on July 2nd. In 6 innings in that ball game, McCaskill threw 125 pitches, 6 hits, 4 runs all earned. He walked 3 and struck out 2. McCaskill would be one of the big reasons why the Angels would win the West in '86. 96 and 2/3 innings, 106 hits, 52 runs, 49 earned, 15 homers. 5 of that came the last time that he faced the Red Sox on July 7th. A 9-run, 5-home run effort. He's walked 31 while striking out 57 and is 3-4 with a 4.56 ERA. McCaskill just a baby at 24. Fastball pitcher at 88. And doesn't favor the ground nor the fly ball. For whatever reason, we're now in the era where John McNamara would hit Dwight Evans as leadoff. Don't ask me why. He's in right. Wade Boggs batting second, playing third. Jim Rice will bat third and play left. Bill Buckner cleans up at first. Mike Easler, the DH, will bat fifth. Rich Gedman, the third lefty in a row for the Red Sox. And the lineup behind the plate goes sixth. Glenn Hoffman at short will bat seventh. Steve Lyons in center goes eighth. And Marty Barrett at second will bat ninth. Bruce Hurst should go around 120 pitches. He's actually on regular rest through 18 of the top of the first. Mr. Downing has a 3-arm in left. Juan Benitez, as we set the Angel defense, a 3 and a 9 in center. And Brown appears to be a 6 and a 6 in right. Doug DeCinces a 5 at third. Dick Schofield a 7 at short. Bobby Gritchen 8 at second. Rod Carew a 4 at first. Bob Boone, the Angeles one, a 6 and an 8 behind the plate. And McCaskill, a 7 on the mound with a .927 fielding percentage. Dewey starts the second half at 236, 14 homers, and 51 RBI. Pitch from Evans is strike three, an 0-2 fastball swung on and missed. So Downing is a 7-3 in left. Here's Wade Boggs. Wade started the All-Star game at .350, 6 home runs, and 37 RBI. McCaskill's pitch. There's a line drive right center. Beniquez will cut that off, and Boggs will be held to a single. So the first hit of the ball game goes to Boston, and this will bring up Jim Rice. Jim in at .274, 18 homers, 64 RBI. Drove in 103 in real life. McCaskill plunks him. Well, how do you do? I wonder if that's one of the 5 home runs he gave up. So Rice trots down to first, and that'll bring up Bill Buckner. Buckner at .314 already has 18 homers. That's 2 more than they had in real life, and has driven in 64. And if the Red Sox are to give Toronto a run for their money in the second half of the season, Buckner needs to stay pretty close to what he's doing now. First and second, ball 4. So McCaskill can't find the script. He has an extra day's rest. That fastball on the full count was almost in the dirt. And that brings up Mike Easler at .259, 11 homers, and 49 RBI. So the Red Sox have them loaded here in the bottom of the first. Boggs on third, Rice on second, Buckner on first. There's about as much speed there. Well, there really isn't. If this was a bicycle race, you'd think they were fast. Pitch to Easler. There's a fly ball to right. That should score Boggs. Brown, who's a 6 and a 6, goes back. Makes a catch against the base of the wall. Wade will tag and score without a throw, and the Red Sox go up 1-0. 2 out for Gedman. Rich at .273, 7 homers and 39 RBI. So Rice on second, and he would probably need an extra base hit to score. And Buckner, who can still steal a bag if he needs to. Pitch from McCaskill, 2 out, bottom of the first. Fly ball to right, Brown should get that. And he does. But the Red Sox, oh, it's foul. It goes foul. So the count is full as I do my best John Sterling impression. 3-2 to Gedman. There's a ground ball stabbed by McCaskill. Throws it to first, and that will retire the side. Now I can tell you the Red Sox get a run on a hit and leave 2 on. After 1-0 Red Sox. So DeCinces, Grich, and Jackson to face Hurst in the second. Doug at .247, 11 homers, and 48 RBI. Got him. Change up, check swing just below the belt on a 1-2 count. And there's 1 out. First strikeout for Hurst. Here's Bobby Grich. Bobby at .232, 9 homers, and 33 RBI. Fly ball to right. Evans. Well, watch that one go foul. So the count 1-2 to Grich. Hurst winds and deals. There's a ground ball to first. Buckner picks it up, runs to the bag. 2 out. That brings up the hot dog. Reggie at .252, 16 homers, 45 RBI, and he has struck out 79 times. Hurst trying to get the side here, and Reggie laces that one all the way down in the corner in right field. Reggie cruising for 2. Evans has a good arm. Hoffman can't put on the tag. And so the Angels have their first hit. A 2-out double by Jackson, his 16th of the year, and that'll bring up Dick Schofield. Dick at .203, 4 homers and 25 RBI. Hurst from the stretch. into left center field. That ball is hit hard. Lyons running back there, but he's got all sorts of room, and that will retire the side. Angels leave on Reggie after 1.5. 1-0 Boston. So Hoffman, Lyons, and Barrett. So how are you guys doing today? Glenn at 294. 3 homers and 29 RBI. Dodgers Cardinals tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel. Pitch to Hoffman. There's a fly ball to left. Downing range is over. 1 out. Of course, our friend RJL Network had the game of all games over the weekend. Here's Lyons, 221, a homer, and 11 RBI. The decisive game of one of his American League Divisional Series, the Yankees and the Brewers. The Brewers went in the 9th with a big lead. And the Yankees scratched it all back. I believe they got 5 runs with 2 outs. And the band played on and on and on. And the Yankees advanced. He's in his 79 American League Championship Series. I gave you Psycho's numbers. And there's a slow grounder over the mound. Schofield cuts it off by the bag over to first. And Lyons is safe. Schofield, I thought, had a good stop at that time, but obviously when it hit the back of the mound, it must have taken something off it. So the second hit for the Red Sox, here's Marty Barrett, 278, 2 homers, and 25 RBI. And Marty, well, they're going to throw to first. Lyons is back. They don't put the infield forward. So Marty's going to square here with 1 out. Barrett gets the bunt down. Carew has to run off and get it. Throws the Grinch covering the bag at first. And it goes on the card as a 3-4. 2 outs, however. Dwight Evans struck out his first time up. And the speedy Lyons on second. So McCaskill's opening 9, 36 pitches. Inning and 2/3, 2 hits, a walk, and a strikeout. McCaskill deals. And Evans strikes out again. He swung on and missed, and that will retire the side. So Lyons is stranded at second. We go to the 3rd. It's the Red Sox 1, the Angels nothing. So that'll bring up Boone with Beniquez and Carew to follow. Bob at 221, 3 homers and 16 RBI. How you doing, Tribe fan? Boone into right center. Lyons rides the Schwinn coming in and makes the catch for an out. So here's Beniquez. 1 is 0 for 1. Hurst, his opening 9 on 2 1/3 innings, 34 pitches. A hit, a walk, and a strikeout. There's a ground ball to third. Boggs across the way. And I could tell in Mad Lib at this point, 2 out. Brings up Carew. Rod is 0 for 1. Downing on deck should anyone reach. 1-0 Red Sox, 2 out, top the 3rd. And Carew lines out 1 to Marty Barrett, and that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. Angels go in order. Bottom 3, 1-0 Boston. Yeah, can't wait to start following the baseball standings. About this weekend, as a matter of fact. Memorial Day weekend. A quarter of the way through the season. Be Boggs, Rice, and Buckner as the wife puts away laundry. Wade singled and scored his first time up. That was in the 1st. McCaskill deals. And Boggs draws the walk. So that'll bring up Jim Rice, who got hit by a pitch his first time up. Second walk for McCaskill. Kirk deals. And Rice strikes out a 1-2 fastball that caught the black on the inside corner, 1 out. So that's 3 for Kirk. And that'll bring up Buckner, who walked. Oh, you want that Dodger game changed tomorrow, huh, Mr. Howard? He's got Howard looking for a ban on the channel with that. Pitch to Buckner. There's a base hit left center. Benitez will pick it up. Boggs better hold at second. Benitez with a bad jump on it, and that's the third hit. So Boggs on third, Buckner on second. Mr. Howard says, is it true that they've changed Buckner's walk-up music to Bob Marley's Bend Down Low? Now, was that really necessary? Buckner, part of Walter Alston's last pennant in '74, as a left fielder. Easler sacked fly his first time up. It was Buckner who tried climbing the wall to catch Hank Aaron's 715th home run. Buckner is a favorite ex-Dodger. It's amazing how well the ex-Dodgers did in the All-Star game, wasn't it? Pitch to Easler. Mike laces this one to third. DeSensei trying for 2. Gritch for 1. Over to Carew. How do you do? 5, 4, 3. And the story of my childhood continues. The Red Sox cannot score. Going to the fourth. 1-0. Boston. So be Downing, Brown, and DeSensei to face Hurst. No runs, a hit, and no errors for the Red Sox in the third. Now 1-3-0 for Boston. They've left on 4. California, no runs, a hit, no errors, and they've left on 2. The cat is watching my wife put away my laundry with great interest. She could care less about what you're seeing on the screen, but seeing my pants get put back to where they're supposed to be is just the most exciting thing that Emily has done all day. Pitch to Downing. There's a ground ball to third. Boggs across the way. And that is the first out. Brings up Mike Brown. Mike is 0 for 1. The door is now open as my laundry has been reassembled. And I have clothes again. The cat standing on the bed is now staring at her in the bathroom. Pitch to Brown. There's a ground ball to Barrett that's going to play Marty. That's off his glove, and that's an error. So Brown is on first, the first Red Sox error. 1 out for DeSensei, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. The cat has now been seduced by a kitty treat and is now out of the room. Pitch to Doug. What? Well, I have no idea what that was. Oh. They wanted Brown to steal, and Brown didn't pay attention to Gene Mock, so the pitch is low and away, ball 1. I won't replay that. Here's the pitch to Doug. Popped up. Left side. Hoffman on the grass in shallow left makes the catch. 2 out for Gritch, who's 0 for 1. Remember back in the day when we all listened to AM radio and you'd put on a ball game, or maybe that was where your local top 40 station was at the time. And in someone's case up in Washington, maybe where they played the Dead all the time, I don't know. And it would interfere with another station. Pitch to Gritch. Bobby sends that one into left center field. Lyons runs in and will make the catch to retire the side. In fact, he makes a diving stop on the grass and I won't be able to finish this story because I got to show you the standings. No runs, no hits, and the error does not hurt. Bottom 4, 1-0 Boston. And so here we go. These are the standings to start the second half of the year. The Dodgers have won 6 straight, and they are 6.5 up on Houston. The Dodgers 54-31, the Astros 49-39. The Dodgers are road warriors. They are 31-17 away from Chavez Ravine, and have only played 37 at home. The good news is, so advantage Dodgers in the second half. Atlanta, by the way, has won 4 straight. In the East, well, they started printing playoff tickets in St. Louis about a month ago. Their lead over Montreal is 12.5, and they are 30-15 at home, 29-11 away. The Mets have slunk back under 500. They just can't win at home. They're 15-23, despite 3 All-Stars. In the American League West, Kansas City rated the 10th worst team ever to win a World Series. 2.5 up over the Angels. 4.5 over the A's. Toronto, Texas, Seattle, Minnesota, all following. In the American League East, the Red Sox are just a half a game back of the Jays. They won their last 4 coming into the break over Seattle. Jays have Oakland. Red Sox have the Angels. The Yankees, the Tigers, and the Orioles are all pretty close at 5.5 back. So, but I do think, though, that Toronto has a pitching advantage over the Red Sox. 4.5 is not a ton to make up, and neither is 5.5. So Gedman's 0 for 1. So what I was saying before, so you'd be listening to the music station at night, and the ball game would bleed through, or TalkNet or whatever, or you'd be listening to a ball game and music would bleed through because there were 2 stations on the same frequency. And that happened to me listening to the Mets in 84 and 85 in the first half of 86. Pitch to Gedman is a liner in the center field. That's a base hit. Beniquez will pick it up. Gedman will hold it first. And that's a single. Here's Hoffman. Glenn is 0 for 1. Zalapsky Smurf, how are you? And so the Mets used to be on 1050 WHN before it became WFAN. And where I lived in southern Vermont, it interfered with 1050 Chum, which at that point was not a sports station. It was the pop music station in Toronto. So Zalapsky Smurf timed this story rather well. So I'd be listening to Bob Murphy call the exploits of Dwight Gooden and all that, as Madonna's Cherish would play in the background. It really was quite interesting listening. Pitch to Hoffman. Glenn hits a bounder back to McCaskill, goes to Grich for 1. Bobby throws to first, and of course the Red Sox hit into a double play. Would you expect anything less? 1, 4, 3, and 2 out here in the 4th. Brings up Lions. Steve singled his first time up. Red Sox still lead 1-0. The sac fly scored Wade Boggs from Mike Easler. And Lions will drift that one just over the glove of Grich for a single. So a 2-out single brings up Marty Barrett. Marty sacrificed his first time up. Lions isn't going anywhere. McCaskill throw to first was not in time. Pitch to Barrett. Marty swings, base hit right field. Brown will pick it up off a hop. Lions has the speed to go to third. McNamara will send him in that direction. Brown will try for third. It's going to be close. No, it's not going to be so close. Lions running the throw to Cincy. Not in time. I bet it was. So runners on first and third. Lions on third. Barrett on first for Dwight Evans. Evans has struck out twice today. McCaskill, his opening 18 on 75 pitches, 3 2/3. 6 hits, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Zalapsky Smurf says 1050 chum was the bomb for a 9-year-old Zalapsky Smurf. They may not have played ZZ Top, but I bet they talked about Zarly Zalapsky. He had a stick, and he knew how to use it. First and third for Evans. Dewey swings, and that's in the left field. That's going to drop in front of Downing. Lions will score, and it's 2-0 Boston. Barrett will go to third. The throw goes into Schofield. So runners on the corners for Boggs, who has singled, walked, and scored. He's 1 for 1. So 7 hits now for the Red Sox. Boone goes out the top to McCaskill. Kirk says, get back there. Pitch to Wade. Got him! In there for a strike 3 looking. 1 run. 4 hits. Surprise, surprise, the Red Sox leave on 2 after 4, 2-0 Boston. Yep, AFR Steve popped in just in time to watch Dewey single. So it'll be Jackson, Schofield, and Boone here in the 5th. Reggie doubled his first time up and never left second base. Hurst starts the 5th. Strike 3. A full count fastball swung on and missed. As you hear the fire truck behind me. So Reggie said the magic word. Mike from the truck, how are you? Schofield is 0 for 1. And Schofield gets hit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That got him in the ribs. And so the Red Sox have hit a batter and the Angels have hit a batter. And now bring up Bob Boone. Red Sox playing for the bunt, Boggs and Buckner. At some point we'll get back to the NFL playoffs, yes. Throw to first. Buckner goes back, and so does Schofield. Steeler fan is Zarly Zalapsky's autograph. It's on a Paul Coffey stick that was also signed by Coffey, Lemieux, and about 15 other pens. Wow. That's pretty cool. Boone, kind of a check swing there. Boggs will pick it up. He goes to Barrett covering the bag at second, and Boone is retired. So Boone did drop the bunt, and it's a fielder's choice. It goes 5-4 on the card. Benique is 0 for 2. The last time we left the football, I believe, Miami beat Pittsburgh in the first of our 4 divisional games. And I think it's Washington-San Francisco is the next one we're going to do. But it won't be this weekend because of the Indy 500. Benique is 0 for 2, and he draws the walk. So a 2-out walk. Hurst opening 19 on 4 2/3 innings, 63 pitches, 1 hit, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. Carew is 0 for 2. So Schofield on second, Benique is on first, 2 out. There's a liner in the right center field. Schofield's got the speed. He's going to round third and trying to run on Lyons' arm. You would think Steve will just throw it in the infield and the Angels are on the board. It's 2-1 now, Boston. Yeah, Zalapsky's signature on there. Oh yeah, that's a treat and a half. Right from the core of those Stanley Cup years for the Pens. Downing is 0 for 1 with a walk. Gedman goes out to talk to Hurst. Hurst asks, is this the way to San Diego? Gedman says no. Downing hits this one into right center. Lyons goes back, but makes the catch to retire the side. Angels get a run on a hit, no errors. Spend your Pickle Rick money with us, why don't you? Halfway home, 2-1 Red Sox. Well, for those of you who came over from watching The Hot Tub Girl, if you joined us late, here's how we got here. The Red Sox got a run in the first. Mike Easler a sac fly to score a run to make it 1-0. Then Dwight Evans singled in the fourth to bring home Steve Lyons to make it 2-0. Then Rod Carew with an RBI single in the fifth to make it 2-1. Kirk McCaskill, 4 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Bruce Hurst, a 2-hitter through 5. And the 1 earned run. So here's Jim Rice. He has struck out and been hit by a pitch. McCaskill starts the bottom of the fifth with a ground ball to first. Carew will underhand it to McCaskill, covering 1 out. Here's Buckner. Bill 1 for 1. He has singled and walked. McCaskill winds and deals. Ground ball to Carew. And Rod this time will take it to the bag himself. 2 out. For Easler, Mike, a sac fly and a grounded into a double play. He's 0 for 1. There's a line drive to first, and Carew with a web jam. How about that? He was going down the line and covered it like Kenny Dryden, who just got hurt in Dave's series. And so Rod Carew stretches out. He'll need a couple Advil to finish the game. No runs, no hits, no errors, and a Rob double. After 5, 2-1 Boston. So Hurst will face Brown, DeCinces, and Grich. Dave is playing Game 6 of the 71 Stanley Cup Finals in Apple Hockey. And poor Rogie Vachon's going to have to fill in. Pitch to Brown. There's a fly ball left center field. Lions going way back there, and that ball is well out of here. And just like that, we know what Brown could do for you. He just tied the ball game. So the wind now at 6 miles an hour from left to right. How you doing, midlife crisis? That ball just kept sailing. It said 340 on the tail of the tape, but that was more than 340. Goodness gracious, Buffy St. Marie. So 2-2 the score as we play the top of the 6th. So far, so good. That's good. Tomorrow, Dodgers and Cardinals. DeCinces 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Baseball for you on Thursday. DeCinces in the left field. Back goes Rice. Rice to the scoreboard. Makes the catch. 1 out. Here's Grich. Bobby 0 for 2. And Grich draws the walk. 3rd walk for Hurst. Full count fastball was high and inside. That'll bring up Reggie. Reggie has doubled and struck out. He's 1 for 2. Grich not a threat to go anywhere. And Reggie goes down by way of the K again. A 1-2 late called, strike 3. Reggie turns back to look at the home plate umpire, and shakes his head. 2 out for Schofield. Dick has scored in the 5th and is 0 for 1. Every time midlife crisis joins, Zulapski Smurf sings a little Faith No More to myself. Okay. So Gritch on first. Pitch to Schofield is a ground ball to third. Boggs snares it. Goes to Barrett for the easy out at second. And that will retire the side. However, the solo homer from Brown, trying to find it there on my little sheet, has tied this ball game. 1 run, 1 hit, no errors. Bottom 6, 2-2. So Gedman, Hoffman, and Lyons to face McCaskill here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch to Gedman. That's into left center. Beniquez will ride to swing 1 out. We're going to try something. It'll be a tape broadcast on Sunday. But I think I'm going to give you a run-through of motorsport. And just to show you how versatile that game is, from Lambourne Games in England, distributed via PDF from Owsat. We're going to run the 2022 Indy 500 as soon as the real-life 22 500 goes final and official. Every time MLC joins, I miss my red Miata. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Pitch to Hoffman. That's a ground ball over the mound. Schofield by the bag, has to hurry. And Hoffman is out by an eyelash. Schofield put on the afterburners to get to that ball, to judge it better where it hit the back of the mound, and got him on a bang-banger. 2 out for Lyons. Steve is 2 for 2. He has singled twice and scored. There's a ground ball to third. I think that's going to play to Sensei. Yes, it does. And Lyons reaches on an error. So that rolled under to Sensei's glove. A 2-out reprieve from the governor. And that'll bring up Marty Barrett. Marty has singled and sacrifice bunted. 2 out, bottom 6, 2-2 the score. Angels and Red Sox from Fenway. Barrett into right. Brown, it's a hero for California, and will make the catch to retire the side. Lyons is left on. No runs, no hits, no errors. The Red Sox have left on 7 through 6. After 6, 2-2. So Boone, Beniquez, and Carew. Boone is 0 for 1. Also has a sac bunt. This time he laces it past Marty Barrett, in for a leadoff single to start the 7th. Blue Jay fans want the Angels to win this. The Red Sox are within an eyelash a half game back. Toronto starts a 4-game series in Oakland, or with Oakland. Here's Beniquez. I believe the Jays are home. Juan is 0 for 2 with a walk. So Hurst, 27 batters deep, 96 pitches, 6+ innings, 4 hits. Both the runs are earned. The home run to Brown. He has walked 3 and struck out 3. Pitch to Beniquez. He drops one down. Gedman throws to Barrett at first, and the sacrifice works. So Boone, with 1 out, moves to second on the 2-4 bunt. And that'll bring up Carew. Rod 1 for 3. He has singled and driven in just his scant 14th run of the year. Ball 4. It is my replays or whatever the real life playoff structure is. So in 85, Steeler fans ask if I expand the playoffs like our friend RJL does. And the answer to that is no. This is the first year, however, of best of 7 in the league championship series. So there'll be best of 7. And I think this is the first year that we alternate parts for the DH, right? Games 1 and 2 would have a DH in Kansas City, or the American League Park, Kansas City in real life, and the middle 3 would be in the National League Park or St. Louis. HHHPP97. Thanks for the follow. No. Toronto got in the last weekend. Zalapsky Smurf trying to suggest that we break reality and expand the playoffs. I don't think the Red Sox are your toughest competition. I do think it's going to be New York. And on that end, you got a 4.5 game bulge. Brian Downing is 0 for 2 with a walk. So yeah, HHHPP97. Thanks for the follow. Boone and Carew on base. Downing strikes out. A 1-2 swing and a miss on a fastball. And 2 out for Brown, who homered in the 6th. His first as a member of the Angels. Hurst deals, and there's a ground ball to first. Buckner takes it to the bag himself, and the Angels get nothing in like it. Stretch time 2-2. So McCaskill out to start the 7th. Yeah, the Yankees won Midlife's 85 AL Pen. No, they're not a joke. Didn't they win 100? I mean, they literally took the Blue Jays down to the last Saturday of the season. McCaskill, his opening 27, 101 pitches, 6 innings, 7 hits, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Although the margin is paper thin right now between the Jays and the Red Sox, I think Toronto has an ace in the hole. They're about to get one Tom Henke to anchor that bullpen. And you can argue whether Quisenberry for Kansas City was better. Yeah, they didn't have rookie to start the year. And I think Henke gives the Blue Jays an advantage, certainly over the Red Sox, although the Tigers have Willie Hernandez. Yankees won RJL's 85 pennant, but not the World Series. Didn't the Astros win in that one? Oh, the Yankees won 98 and the Jays won 99. But yeah, I mean, those were two very good teams. And of course, Necro got his 300th win on the last day of the season. Dewey's 1 for 3 with an RBI. That's into right. Brown will let that go foul. Quisenberry sounds like a cereal you had with a kid. Well, it came with, Astros won it in real life in RJL. They got some work to do if they're going to catch the Dodgers. It's one of those, it's like Quisp. You remember Quisp? Kind of like a very soggy version of Captain Crunch. 3-2 the count. McCaskill deals, and Evans slaps that one to the mound. McCaskill steps off, throws to first, 1 out. Brings up Boggs. Wade 1 for 2. A single, a walk, a rare strikeout. He's only struck out 28 times, and a run scored. Like Frankenberry. Yes. Except for maybe they're not so strawberry pink. Boggs strikes out again. Are you kidding me? Wow. A full count change on the outside corner, and Wade going to go reach for his bucket of chicken. 2 out for Rice in a 2-2 game. Jim Ed is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Zalapsky Smurf was Team Booberry. And Kristen Stewart would look just about as excited either way, I would think. Rice in the right. Brown going back, but that'll stay in the yard. and that will retire the side. Red Sox go in order. No runs, no hits, no errors. Go to the 8th, 2-2. So Hurst will start the 8th on 113 pitches to Sensei, Grich, and Reggie. They'll go 0 for 3 with a strikeout. I was actually more into Frankenberry. Count Chocula wasn't bad either. Did those marshmallows ever taste good to anybody? They put them in enough cereals, of course. Lucky Charms. Blueberry doesn't look good when you type it out. No. Pitch to the Sensei. Struck him out. That's 5 for Hurst. A 1-2 fastball swung on and missed. 1 out for Grich. Bobby 0 for 2 with a walk. Hurst pitching deep in the ball game is what the Red Sox need. Of course. Grich base hit right center field. Evans cuts it off in a hurry, and Bobby's got a single. Marty Barrett got a late leap on it. Should have made it. And so they'll give Hurst Reggie, who's 1 for 3 with a double and struck out twice. Yep, Mr. Howard, sugar-coated sugar infused with sugar. 1 second. Yeah, kept us going for sure, except for those of us with parents that wouldn't buy it, except for on the weekends. Reggie 1 for 3, as I said, struck out twice and doubled. Hurst delivers, and there's a pop-up right side, Buckner, and Bill will make the catch in foul territory. No, he won't. It's a souvenir. I thought he did. Frankenberry, Crunch Berries, Apple Jacks, and Fruity Pebbles, and Steeler fan was happy and well on his way to diabetes. I never liked Apple Jacks. I'll eat Fruity Pebbles dry now. Frankenberry you can only find around Halloween in the stores. I did a bowl of Captain Crunch about a year ago, and it cut the daylights out of my mouth. The 1-2 to Jackson. Reggie walked. So it obviously wasn't a 1-2. He worked it full, and Hurst missed low and inside on ball 4. And so the Red Sox will go to the pen. Remember, everybody's got 19,000 days rest. And they'll go with Rapid Robert Stanley. Stanley 4-4 with 8 saves and an ERA of 4.64, making his 32nd appearance of the year. They lose Bob August 31st against the Angels. 3 2/3 innings, 4 games, 2 hits, 2 runs, all earned, 3 strikeouts, 0-1 with a save. So, against California, a 4.91 ERA. And the Red Sox sweeping the Mariners over the weekend. He pitched on Sunday, the 13th. In a 6-5 win, an inning and 2/3, 23 pitches, a solo home run, and a walk. So 42 2/3 innings, 44 hits, 22 runs, all earned, 9 homers, 8 walks, and 24 strikeouts. D. Scott Howard's best friend's dad invented the dehydrated apple coating on that. Now, I'd be curious to know how they did that. Apple juice and sugar? Freeze-dried? Schofield 1 out. He can bunt. He's 0 for 2 with a run scored. Red Sox play for the bunt. And he foul-tipped that one. And the count is 0-2. Infield playing back now. Stanley's pitch. Left side. Boggs. Right around the foul line. Will make the catch. 2 out. For Bob Boone, who's 1 for 2. So Grich on second, Jackson on first. This is Bob Stanley's game. Well, actually it's not. Not quite yet. Hurst still the pitcher of record, along with Kirk McCaskill. Stanley's pitch to Boone, who's 1 for 2. Bob sends this one into left center field. Lions moving over way back there, and that ball is gone. Or high off the wall. That stayed in the yard by about a foot. Grich and Jackson will score. Those runs are charged to Hurst, thank you very much. And the Angels move up 4-2. So Rapid Robert wasn't now rapid. That hit high off the wall. I thought it was gone by the camera well in left center. But it stayed in the yard by about a foot. And instead of it being a 3-run homer for Boone, it's a 2-run double. But the result is just the same. The Angels move up 4-2. So Beniquez is 0 for 2 with a walk. Stanley's pitch. And there's a ground ball to Barrett. Marty in the hole. Throws to first, and that will retire the side. So the Angels will bring in Donnie Moore to close it out. 2 runs, 2 hits, and no errors. After 7.5, the Angels 4, the Red Sox 2. Did you sing Holiday Road while he was inventing the dehydrated apple coating? For Moore, his 36th game, he is 7-4 with 20 saves and an earned run average of .317. He has converted 20 of 23 for Gene Mauch's Angels. Against the Red Sox, well, he practically lives here. 6 games, 7 1/3 innings, 10 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned. He walked 4, struck out 2. He is 2-1 against Boston with 2 saves. His last outing was against the Blue Jays on the 14th, so just before they go to the break. A 2-inning, 6-out save and a 3-1 win. 38 pitches, 3 hits, a 1 run, it was earned, and a walk. So overall, 54 innings, 62 hits, 20 runs, 19 earned, 8 homers, 14 walks, 34 strikeouts. And he is 31 years old, a ground ball plus pitcher, which I wish Bob Stanley had been 2 batters ago. And the fastball tops out at 88. Billy Buckner, 1 for 2 with a walk and a single. Moore starts his second half with a fly ball left center field. Beniquez tracking it down, 1 out. Brings up Mike Easler. Mike is 0 for 2. A sac fly and grounded into a double play. 4 runs, 6 hits, an error for the Angels. It left on 9 so far. The Red Sox 2 runs, 7 hits, an error, and they have stranded 7. Pitch to Easler. Mike popped up, middle of the infield. Schofield calling for it. Left side of the bag at second for the out. So 2 away for Gedman. Rich 1 for 3. Carew, Downing, and Brown to face Stanley in the 9th for California. Pitch to Rich. There's a base hit. That's going to be in the gap in right center. Gedman is in the second standing for his 14th double of the year. And so that puts up the tying run at the plate in Glenn Hoffman, who was 0 for 3 and grounded into a double play. Pitch from Moore. Hoffman strikes out. He swung on and missed. And that will retire the side. So the Red Sox get a hit. they'd leave the runner on. No runs, no errors. We go to the ninth at the Fens, 4-2, California. So Carew, Downing, and Brown. Rod 1 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. Your midlife crisis, because, you know, we don't remember things as well, is now being told that Griswold invented the sugar-infused varnish to keep cereal crunchy in milk. Again, it's called sandpaper, and it's in every box of Captain Crunch. Pitch to Carew. Rod, it's a ground ball to short. Hoffman throws it across the way. And there is an out on a bang-banger. Apparently Pickle Rick Girl's back because Dave's been quiet. Here's Brian Downing. He is 0 for 3. He has walked and struck out. So I wonder, D. Scott Howard, I wonder, because obviously Kellogg's must have the patent on that. And again, it didn't take long for us to venture into these are things you'll never hear about on a Fortnite stream. How would you be compensated for that? Also sounds like something you'd see on To Tell the Truth. I am Clark Griswold. I am Clark Griswold. Pitch to Downing. Popped up. Gedman takes off the mask into foul territory. And 2 out. So here's Mike Brown. Mike homered. He's 1 for 4. Now a 6 RBI and 5 runs scored. It'll be Lyons, Barrett, and Evans for the Red Sox in the ninth. And Rupert Jones will pinch hit with the lefty Hurst gone. Rupert doesn't have a pinch hit this year. When you're hitting 212, he doesn't have many hits, period. He does, however, have 10 homers and 34 RBI while hitting 212. Stanley deals, and Jones laces that to Barrett, and Marty leaps to make the catch. So that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of the ninth at Fenway Park. The Angels 4, the Red Sox 2. So Moore trying to get Lyons, Barrett, and Evans to go 47 and 41 and start the second half on the right foot, like you would with a big old crunchy bowl of Fruity Pebbles. You know what? Growing up, because we'd have them every once in a while, Fruity Pebbles to me always looked like the stuff you put on the bottom of an aquarium. The rocks, do you know what I'm saying? The rocks there in the bottom of the aquarium, to me that always looked like Fruity Pebbles. Lyons is 2 for 3, by the way. He has singled twice and scored. Moore starts the ninth with a bounder to Gritch. Bobby in on the grass, has to hurry to first, 1 out. Rupert Jones, by the way, is in the game and right for Brown. He is an 8 and a 9. So here's Marty Barrett. Marty 1 for 2 with a single. 4 runs, 6 hits, an error for the Angels. They've left on 9. Boston 2 runs, 8 hits, an error, and they've left on 8. Base hit right field. Jones will pick it up, and the Red Sox have the tying run on at the plate, and Dwight Evans. Is Mr. Tower still here? Dwight is 1 for 4. Dewey has singled, driven in his 52nd run, and struck out twice. So 68 degrees here at Fenway, blowing in from left at 6 over the monster. Makes it a little bit harder for Dwight to use that part of the field if he wants. More from the stretch. Got him. And Evans has struck out 3 times today. Sorry, Steve. He swung on and missed the fastball, and now bring up Wade Boggs. Steve is multitasking here. So Wade Boggs, the last chance saloon for the Red Sox. He is 1 for 3. He has singled and scored, walked once, and surprisingly has struck out twice. So 2 out. Angels trying to lock down win 47. Not before they catch Carew by surprise and throw to first. Marty wasn't going anywhere. So Carew goes back. Pitch to Boggs. Ground ball to Gritch. Bobby will go to Carew for the out. And that will retire the side and win the ball game. So the Angels, in typical Ron Juckett fashion, beat the Red Sox when the Red Sox are featured on Retro Sports Network 4-2. Steeler fan says, for the first 8 seconds of chewing Fruit Strike gum, I know where you're going with this, it was the greatest gum you ever had. Oh my gosh, was it ever. But as soon as you hit the 9-second mark, yeah, completely flavorless. So 4 runs, 6 hits, an error for California. They leave on 9. 2 runs, 9 hits, and 1 error for Boston. They fall to 51 and 37. They leave on 9. And the Blue Jays, for the moment, are 1 game up. McCaskill, 4-4 now on the year. 7 innings, 7 hits, 2 runs, both earned. He walked 2. Big League Chew, similar experience, except for the sugar high for that would go for a while, yeah. He walked 2 and struck out 5 through 118 pitches and then plus stuff. Donnie Moore, a 6-out save, he struck out 2. Bruce Hurst falls to 7-6. 7 1/3 innings, 5 hits, 4 runs all earned. The home run to Brown, 5 walks and 5 strikeouts, and Stanley gave Bruce Hurst those 2 runs on the lone hit that Bob gave up. Player of the game for Digital Advice is going to be Bob Boone. His 2 RBI double in the 8th was the difference. So, let's play the rest of the day in baseball as soon as it lets me here. So the Blue Jays host the A's. I picked Kansas City and Baltimore is the game I picked for Thursday. So St. Louis, LA, and KC and Baltimore. So how much is D. Scott Howard going to bribe me not to manage the Dodgers? So the rest of this first day back in the second half sees the Yankees beat the Twins 2-1. Ed Whitson goes to 3-8. Mike Smithson 5-8. Tim Tuffle, a home run, is 8th. 2 for 3 for the Twins. Chicago beats Cleveland 4-1. Britt Burns goes to 7-6. Vern Rule 4-5. Jerry Don Gleaton, his first save. Cubs beat the Giants 5-2 in San Francisco. Dennis Eckersley goes to 7-5. Mike Krukow falls to 9-8. And Leon Durham 1 for 2. His 9th of the year, drives in 2. Tigers beat the Rangers in 10 3-1. Frank Tanana picks up his first win of the year. Charlie Huff, who pitched Tuesday in the All-Star game, 13-6. Dave Bergman 1 for 3, his 3rd of the year, and drove in 2. Phillies beat the Reds 8-4. The corpse of Jerry Kuzman goes to 2-9. Mario Soto falls to 6-7. Nick Osaski 4 for 5, hits his 12th of the year. The Red Sox don't lose any ground. Oakland beats Toronto 8-5. Chris Cordioli 10-5. Dwayne Alexander 11-7. Yeah, and Chicago, yep. Oh, I'm sure they are. So Chicago's going to win Dave's APA Stanley Cup. Charlie Huff is still pitching somewhere. Man, he pitched forever. Baltimore beat Kansas City 2-1 in 10. Tippy Martinez 5-0 now for the Orioles. Joe Beckwith falls to 2-1. Jim Dwyer 1 for 1, his 8th of the year. Les Expos beat Les Astros 5-3. 5-3. Joe Hesketh 8-8. Joe Niekro 8-8. That's symmetry for you. Hubie Brooks 2 for 4, coming off his All-Star start with his 8th of the year. Braves beat the Mets 7-5. This is embarrassing as anything now for New York. Rick Mailer goes to 11-7. Ron Darling 7-9. Glenn Old Mother Hubbard 1-for-2. His 5th of the year, drives in 2. Seattle now in a tailspin. Milwaukee beat him 4-2. Danny Darwin 8-11. Mike Moore 8-7. Robin Yount 1-for-4 in his 13th of the year. Cardinals win their 60th of the year. They beat the Dodgers 6-4. Joaquin Andujar goes to 13-6. Oral Hershiser goes to 13-5. Jack Clark 3-for-5, his 12th of the year, and drives in 3. And last but not least, San Diego beat Pittsburgh in front of friends and family at Jack Murphy 2-1. Dave Dravecki goes to 5-9. Rick Russell goes to 7-3. Tony Gwynn 3-for-4 with a double. So, the margins don't change anywhere. Now, California now is within a game and a half of Kansas City. Oakland 3.5 of Kansas City. So, tomorrow at noon Eastern, we play the Cardinals at the Dodgers in a big one in the National League. More than likely a preview of the National League Championship Series. And then to close out the week will be the Royals and the Orioles from Baltimore. Until tomorrow, I'm Ron Juckett. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, everybody.